It is always, always, always about you. What does that mean? Right, stick around for the end of the video. It's really going to help you. Okay, welcome to Patty's World. I am Patty. I'm a manifestation and transformational coach. I help you shift into the highest version of you. It is always about you. It is always about you. What does this mean? It means you're the operant power, that everything that you're experiencing in your physical external world, the world of the five senses, it all stems from you, from whomever you believe you are, however you believe the world to be, however you see yourself, the image and identity you have of yourself, what you believe you're worthy of, what you believe you deserve, whether you need external validation. However you see yourself, you manifest what you are. The world of the five senses will conform to reflect whoever you are being. And this is powerful when you really understand this. Everything stems from you. It's always about you. Because when you focus on you, especially when something undesired shows up, something you don't prefer, when you take the attention off of the SP, the boyfriend, the husband, the friends, the money, take the attention off of them and you focus on you and ask yourself, who am I being right now? Who am I identifying as? What is the image I have of myself? And what are the limiting beliefs attached to that identity? That I don't get what I want, that I'm always treated this way, that this is what I'm worthy of. And then are your thoughts, which become your beliefs, and your actions aligning with a version of you who lives and operates in lack? Everything is energy. Money is energy. Relationships are energy. We're always vibrating at a core frequency. So if you believe yourself to be not worthy and you're waiting for someone to validate you and tell you that you're worthy and valuable because you can't generate that within yourself, then you have people and things and everything outside of you on a pedestal. So you're right here. And whatever you're looking to receive from the world of the five senses, you have it or them on a pedestal. The SP, money, looks, and you're waiting for things to change up here so that you could feel good. But if they're not, then you're going to stay in that having and lack. And that's the powerful shift. When you do this, when you shift that, take whatever you have, you minimize it in your head, take away its importance, and then you put yourself on the pedestal. What does that mean? It means that you give it to yourself. You generate it from within. You imagine yourself already being. So, and I talked about this with a client of mine, and I did this before I understood how to shift and how to embody it. When I catch myself reacting to something outside of me, I ask myself, okay, what am I looking for them to like me, approve of me, validate me? Okay, why am I letting whatever they do affect my moods and who I believe I am? I take my attention off of it. I try to get into a very neutral place, detach, and then shift into who do I prefer to be? If I was already the Patty who got the treatment, got the love, got the relationship, how would I think? How would I imagine myself to be? How would I talk to myself? I wouldn't be in doubt. I would operate in certainty and knowing. I wouldn't be spiraling. If you're still spiraling, if you're still getting triggered, and triggers are going to happen, you haven't really shifted within. And pay attention to the as within, so without. And that's Neville. However you see yourself from within, you push that out in the mirror. The world of the five senses is just a mirror. So how do you change your external circumstances? Okay, here's an example. Your SP didn't text you back or call you. Take your attention off of it. And instead of, oh my God, he didn't call me, he's doing something, he's someone, you see he's cheating, and you go on that spiral based off of past experiences, take your attention off of that and you go, it doesn't matter if he texts me. I know who I am. I'm incredible. There's no one like me. I'm one of a kind. And he's going to text me and he's going to come back and I always get the right treatment because I'm an incredible person. And he loves me, he adores me. And you talk to yourself, your self-dialogue aligns with the version of you who has what they want. So you imagine yourself already being in that healthy, whole, complete relationship. Of course he's going to text me. He loves me. I'm in a safe and secure relationship. and he values me and he respects me and he loves me and he always has my back and he does what's good for me. And I don't ever have to worry about this. So let me focus on me. So what would I be doing instead of worrying about a text? Well, I'd be enjoying my life. I'd be reading something I enjoy or making myself happy, putting that energy into me because I don't have to worry about a text. A meaningless text, I'm giving it too much meaning and too much priority. I have it on the pedestal and it's determining my mood and how I feel and how I identify whether I believe I'm worthy or not. You take that off the pedestal and reframe it in your mind and say, okay, forget he's going to text me and call me. Imagine yourself. Of course, he texted me. I loved his text. You imagine yourself, oh, he texted me. He loved me. He was busy. His battery died. He couldn't find his phone. It doesn't matter. And he loves me and we have plans. It's amazing. And you imagine that. You soothe yourself. You do this over and over and over on repeat until you do it automatically. It's your default way of being and seeing the world. Sometimes you'll react, but then you realize, oh, well, I reacted. It's going to work in my favor because everything works in my favor because I leave a void in people's life. I'm an incredible person. I mean, however you imagine yourself to be and define yourself to be, but really embody it, not fake like you're telling people, you're embodying. And when you're embodying it, you don't have to tell people. You just live as that person. You don't worry. You don't sweat it. You're in certainty and knowing. You do this over and over and over. You override the old beliefs, the old story, the old rumination, the old spiraling. It's override. So you pause, take a breath, you soothe yourself, deep breathing, calming. It's okay. You love yourself and accept yourself. You love yourself and accept yourself. You give yourself a sense of worthiness and love and validation that you're looking for that other person to give you. Because it's not about the other person. It really isn't about the other person. Somewhere within you, you have a limiting belief that is that if that person doesn't identify you, if you're not with them, that you're somehow not worthy. You need to override that programming with, I love myself, I approve of myself, I accept myself, I'm worthy, I'm deserving. Do it around mirror work, do it around scripting, embody it, talk yourself off the cliff. I started with guided meditation, self-hypnosis, until, if someone leaves your life or not, it doesn't matter. You know who you are. You anchor that identity in. You know you're an incredible person. And if something falls off, it falls off. Better's on the way. Better's on the way. This or something better. I have incredible relationships. I'm surrounded by people who love me and support me. And I don't sweat someone falling off, their loss. And you live from that identity. You anchor that identity in. You live that identity. This is what I did for myself. I started with self-love and self-worth because I was looking for someone, a relationship to fill that void within myself. When I took the attention off the SP and made it about me and focused on self-love and self-worth and being good with myself, putting myself first, putting myself on the pedestal, loving myself, meaning I don't abandon myself. I do what's good for me. I don't waste my time or energy ruminating, waiting for someone to acknowledge me so that I feel worthy. I am worthy because I'm worthy. I love myself. I like myself. And I didn't realize, just so you know, I was doing this with friendships too. Especially if you're a reformed people pleaser, you feel like you have to overgive or do to be accepted or valued or validated. So it's something I've reframed. And when it comes up, I'm like, oh, what am I believing? No, I don't have to do anything. I'm worthy because I'm worthy. I give myself the love and approval. It's okay to be me. It is safe to be me. I'm loved and I accepted because I love and accept myself. And the world of the five senses will conform. I promise you, everything will align to reflect whoever you are being. When you elevate that identity, your core belief, your core frequency, you will resonate with people and experiences at that level. And all realities exist right now. It's all based off who you are being. Something shows up. First of all, if something shows up in your 3D that's triggering, give it a positive spin. I don't know how, but some way, somehow, this is working in my favor. I don't know how. This is going to work in my favor because everything works in my favor. I'm not going to sweat it. It's not going to throw me off. I'm not going to feel stressed out over it because we're the ones who are choosing to give it a negative meaning, give it a negative spin, to default to worst case scenarios. And you've made it a habit. So default into, let me think that some way, somehow, even if the 3D isn't showing you that, this is working out in my favor. This is a best case scenario. Even if the opposite is coming up, I don't know how, but some way, somehow, this is going to work in my favor because everything works in my favor because I always get everything I want. and this is going to conform. This is going to flip. There's always movement. I always get everything I want. And then I take myself back to who would I prefer to be? Who am I? How do I talk to myself? What do I believe about myself? And I anchor that in. I mean, I imprint those beliefs. I immediately override the negative thinking, override it, interrupt the pattern. I do that right away. I don't even let myself go into a spiral. If you feel angry, feel it. Feel whatever emotions you have to feel, release them, and then always go into flip the beliefs. What do I prefer? Who would I prefer to be? If you're feeling something negative, get clear with yourself. What am I feeling around this situation? Not wanted, not loved, not important, not prioritized. What do I prefer? And flip the beliefs. I am a priority. Well, how do I embody being a priority? I do what's good for me. I put myself first. I set boundaries. I don't let someone's presence or not, or their absence, determine how I'm going to feel, my mood. I anchor in my mood. I decide that I'm happy. I embody happiness. And if someone's there or not, I embody that. I know who I am. And that is all self-concept work. The better and stronger and firmer you get in your self-concept and you focus on you, make it all about you, because it is about you, because you're the operant power. You're the thinker of your thoughts. You're the feeler of your feelings. You're the God of your reality, the God within you. You're worthy because you're worthy, because you're alive and you're breathing. When you embody that and choose who you are, it will transform everything outside of you. And I have lived this. When I change who I am, I promise you, people show up differently in my life. We're talking about friends. We're talking about money showing up from unexpected places. And now I think money's the easiest thing to manifest. Money's the easiest thing to manifest. It's just energy, and everything is energy. I don't even entertain, like when something triggers me, because I'm human and we're human. If I need to feel it, if I need to like vent, I do it. And then I'm like, okay, no, I'm not dwelling in this. What is the state I prefer? Certainty, knowing, self-love, self-worth. I know who I am. I always get what I want. I'm divinely protected. This is going to work out in my favor better than I expected. I always get what I want. I always get what I want, and it works out in my favor. And I do what's good for me without guilt. When you first start doing it and you align your new thoughts with your elevated thinking, your elevated beliefs, and your elevated habits that align with your new concept of self, whoever you conceptualize yourself to be. At first, guilt, because your mind wants to take you back to what's familiar. You may start feeling a little bit guilty. It'll go away. Just no, I'm not believing that. No, don't let fear overtake you. It's just a pattern of thinking. It's a habit. You're changing the habit. You're changing the programming. You get used to it, and it'll fizzle out. It'll fizzle out of your life. That's how it works. And then repetition. You reprogram your mind by doing it over and over and over. Okay, I hope this video helps you. Sending you all my love. We're heading to Vegas this week for my husband's birthday. And I have Özlem, if you're watching, my beautiful client. She wanted me to talk about revision. So I'm going to do another video on revision. I'll do that tomorrow, telling you how it works. Revision is powerful. Look out for that video. I'll do that tomorrow. Revision is powerful to change how you're feeling and what you're believing in the present tense. You could go back and revise everything. Give it a positive spin that it all worked in your favor and it was there to serve you. Because the reality is that everything and anything that shows up in your life, you created, and it's there to serve you, to grow you, to evolve you. If not, you wouldn't have created it. You wouldn't have aligned with it. You wouldn't have called it into your reality. Okay? So look out for that video for tomorrow. Thank you for joining me on this, and we'll see you.